Let's do a little test just to see if it is alright. I mean, I have my phone here. But it should be alright. Yep. Yep. Alright, it's almost time to start. Let me just see if everything's really alright. Microphone level seems to be okay. Transition seems to be okay. Chat, I mean, I can see myself. I'll encourage you all to say hello on the chat so I can see if everything's alright. Every comment is appreciated. Although sometimes YouTube will not show me comments even on my phone or on my tablet, which is a bit annoying. And right now it's just saying there's 7 people live, while on my tablet says it's 6. So I guess even the mighty ones, such as YouTube, can have something like problems with synchronization. Now my phone says 7 and my tablet says 6. Okay, there's a there's a problem with numbers, I guess. Okay. Okay, seems to be alright. We are ready to start. Ooh, we have a Nightbot comment here. First one today. Welcome everyone to another stream on Wednesday from Northam. My name is Alexio, and today we are going to continue to build a mobile app to track our goals. Now, we have 2 novelties today. And the first of all would be, let me change. Yeah, I got a haircut finally. Took a while. Some sacrifice going in the middle of the day, but I finally got one. Second one is that we are going to get some blinds. So it will not be that engineering marvel of a cardboard blocking my window now, so that you guys are not blinded by the sun. You know, to be fair, it's quite good news. And I do need to confirm with Alex my availability for the next month, because I do suspect that I will not finish this today. Not only because the quantity of work that we need to do, but also, I mean, it's launching week all over again, and therefore my time is always a bit limited. But I'll try to manage to sneak in like 1-2 hours of stream every Wednesday. I'll make an effort. But right, let's start, because we do have a lot to do and so little time. Hope everyone is doing alright. I can see a comment on my tablet, but not on my phone. Damn it. Hello, Sean. Hope you're doing alright. So let me adjust my tablet just to be a bit better. Drink a bit more of coffee. And I'm ready to start. And by start, I mean I need to see where we left off, right? Because have done a lot of things. And so let's see. We have our list of goals that is stored right now on the app. Hello, Kev. Hope you're doing all right. So we have all of our list items here. We did implement adding new goal, which should be, let's type actually. Nope. Oh, not this thing again. There we go. Let's say test goal 1. Yeah, there we go. That will add to the front of the list our goal. Perfect. It is exactly what we wanted, although this is a residue of last time. It should not be in here, I guess. Yep. We did some debugging and just forgot to remove this. And oh, it's not still committed, so it's fine. Yeah. This one will go away. And what is this? Oh, right, it's the name. That's fine then. We didn't commit this then. Okay, where do I have? I want the streaming window at the bottom. Here too. Forgot to close this. Right. We were on issue 6. And this is really weird. On the tablet, I can stay perfectly fine the chat, but not on my phone. I don't know why YouTube is so inconsistent with these things. Now I've closed and open, and on my phone it's working fine. I have no idea what the hell that is happening, but it's fine. It has been 1 week. And what we need to commit now is just this. So let's do our first commit of today. Let's say, what we're just going to say, remove block. And cancel, because we want to actually do it by hand. Synchronize. Update. Come on. There we go. Merge this back. I do need to merge these ones before we call it a day. Otherwise, if you guys want to, like, the latest changes is just one commit away, but never like actually done. Let me then I forgot to actually copy the title again. That's fine. Just copy this. Hopefully, on this stream, my keyboard will not die on me. It's like less than 5% now. It works on little batteries, and it has lasted me like almost 2 years, to be honest. It has quite a life on it. But I do have spare batteries. Otherwise, I mean, I'll just improvise. Taking the laptop, putting it on the desk. It will be fine. Let's see what we did, because it's been a while. I did install a sync storage. We did create the storage file here, so we can add all those actions into our code. Let's see. Okay, we do need to improve on our form. We need to add feature to add more fields to it. And let's see. I mean, normally I'll just do this, right? Done. Therefore, out of sight. Okay. Get data. Check return data. This is on goals. Okay. Screen. Okay. The model. And this one as a debug. But it's on catch, so it's fine. All right. Seems to be all right to me. always a bit weird when you're the only one doing your own. You do the commit, you do the pull request, you approve it. It's kind of like feels almost dirty, doesn't it? Like you were doing something really, really wrong somewhere. Let me just oh, there's a problem with the server. It says, is there? But it was on YouTube chat, not on the actual app. Looks alright to me. No idea. Right, so yeah, finish. Okay, success. Obviously with success. And now close one of these. I can close this one. I can close this one. Okay, and now if I just confirm, I didn't put anything. Close issue. There we go. Now, two things we need to do today, or at least try to. One of them will be add extra fields to add goal form. Doesn't sound like the best English possible, but we can go with this, at least for now. I'll just change it later if I need to. So it'll be like goals, and the goals would be add description goal, and also add icon selection. Let's try to do this. I have no idea how I'm going to implement this, but I'll manage. So, I'm just tired of seeing all of these things that I will not use. It comes always by default, which is fine. There we go, the 4 essential ones. Perfect. Now here I'm just going to select enhance, and next time this will be fine. Yep. 1% project, assign to myself. Perfect. And actually, this is a checkbox. Right. Here, there we go. There we go. Now submit. Right. And now the second one would be, we also need a way to actually say this goal was fulfilled and have some sort of visual indicator, right, that the goal was fulfilled or not. So let me also create a new issue. Say goals. So wait just a bit. Goals would be add edit feature. Okay, we do need to edit them, so we might use the same view, but actually it would just be, if it is empty, it's just to create a new one. If it is to edit, we'll provide data to it. We'll see how to do that in a second. We'll edit, add, delete, right? Because you might make a mistake or something. We might say, no, it's too much. We're just going to remove this. And we also need add complete. To be honest, it should be probably before this one. There we go. So let's call this one add expand goal features. This on itself, every single one of these might be a different issue, but for now, we'll just go with it. And if we need to, we'll just break them down into smaller issues. I don't see any problem with that. Yeah. Right, most of our work is done now. Let's go and actually start with the previous issue. So expand extra fields. And sorry guys, it's been the end of the day. It has been a really long delivery week, because it has been more than 1 week. And everything is urgent and everything is burning. It's just, so I would hope at least this project is more like a going into the garden, but like developer version, right? Just take a minute just to appreciate the simplicity of starting a project, doing small things. Supposedly easy things. Obviously, every single thing could be a nightmare on its own. Hopefully it would not be. And I mean, I've been to this screen before, but still, number 8. Right, so let's create a feature. Number 8, there we go, was created. Fine, synchronize it, create that. I have been having some issues at work with sockets, because apparently they should be two-way kind of conversation things, but apparently on the old projects they kind of go one way but don't come like as a response, apparently, which they should. Therefore it did create for me a whole array of problems. So that would has been the nightmare of the week, unfortunately. Right, just to confirm, my blind is still in place. This time I went like the extra step and I duct tape it a bit. Just to make sure that it will never fall from it, from the ledge there. Right, so I'd say the problem starts here, or rather it doesn't start here. We need more than goals. We need to add an extra field of description and the icon, right? So that once we add a goal, this icon will reflect on the actual goal. So what I'll use that icon, let's call it a concrete name, we'll call it category. So we can call it like physical or financial or emotionally or something like that. So all right, let me then go to add goal screen. All right, and we are going to add some extra fields. There's goal. Why is there no space here? Let's also change that. Add, sorry, app, TSX. Let me search for add goal. There we go. Is this the correct way of doing things? There's a name, but I probably, no, I need to do this. I need to go with options. So you can still preserve the name. Problem is that it's not getting an actual name from it. It's just using the default name that the navigation uses. So instead of doing this, let's do title. There we go. And title B. Let's try it out. Save. And there we go. It works. So add a new goal. And we might need to change this title if we are going to reuse this view. And also change this button because it needs to say save edits or something. But we'll see that in a minute. One problem at a time. Right now, let us do, let me just confirm that you guys are not doing something. There we go. Still alright. Still alright. Good. Okay. So we did the first fix. First commit of the day. Let's say, is it 6 or 8? Fix. Add goal title. Navigation title. There we go. Our first commit. Nice. First accomplishment of the day. Normally on Android, one thing that you normally do, or let's say on Android, I would say like native Android, and as far as I recall, iOS, I would need to actually see it. Okay, fine. Is that let's say that you want your app to work on different languages. Therefore, what you use is not the actual string, but rather a string, a translatable string that would be from I12N. I believe that's the standard that is implemented on Android as well. And basically, you'd have almost like a table that then you just get that reference and inject it in here rather than actually using a literal string. So that if you change, say, to Portuguese or to French or to German, then basically it will change automatically for you instead of you needing to do like an almost like a switch case kind of scenario that you need to do for every single string. Right. We need to add a field here. This is not what we want. This is what. There's this one. Let's say that I want a text input as well. But we need to change a bit of the way that this is laid out, because it's working right now because this container has space between, but we need to say, right, here's a view, and there's a different view. Let me then wrap this on a view. Save it. And my plan did not work. Right, because this needs to be a view, probably inheriting from the parent. Let me fix this by doing styles, and then there will be something in the lines of style. Always forgot. Styles would be this one. Let's see. Right, so I need to change this one. Say start. There we go. This way, content will be added to the top, and these two fronts will just keep apart without me needing to say, you know, go to align yourself to the bottom of the screen. This container itself is just doing that automatically for us. Nice. Now we do need to change some things here. So this one needs to be description. And as a description, it needs to stretch out a bit. So here, also need to add a state. So set description. Description doesn't exist. Okay. Set description. Where is the set goal? There we go. I do need to modify my keyboard so that I'll have the duplication shortcut here, which is quite useful on Android Studio. Hello, Alex. Hope you're doing all right. And then will be the description. Now is a state of type string, which has things. And now I also need to add a category. Which can be a lot of things. I'll probably add it here. So let's go to our React Native paper. See what we have. Yeah. Not right now at Block Plus, although you have done a wonderful work throughout the years. React Native paper. There we go. And what do we want? We want, first of all, we want the input box, right? And text input. Actually, input. There's plenty of things. Affix an icon. I have no idea what this is. Right, so what props do we have here so that we can do some changes? We have left, right, flat, outline, but that will be the outside. Disable, we don't want that, no. Placeholder, it's done. Error, we haven't done it yet, I guess. I need to see it. Right, selection color, the line color, dense. Oh, okay. No idea. Oh, multi-line. There we go. So I just need to say multi-line. And let's see, it would be here. Oh, the best place to put it would probably be here. And probably here. multi-line. I don't need to say true because it's kind of. I'll do. Okay. Now the thing is, although it's multi-line, I do feel that there we go. I've seen this problem a mile away. Now, as you can see on Android, we have issues with these kind of things. Like you have the keyboard, right? And it kind of, blocks away a lot of things and it doesn't scroll right now. We want it to scroll. So we need to put this all on the scroll view. Otherwise, it's still going. It's still typing it away. And you can even see the bottom button at this point. Oh god, okay. Fair enough. But multi-line is working, which is perfect. So let me then do a small commit. 8, right. Add encryption with multi-line. Right, and now to solve the scrolling issue, to be on this front, so it does not need to be a view. It can be a view. So React native scroll view, that's what we need. And now we're going to see if this solves our problem or not, because there's a problem, there's an issue with React Native that once you have a scroll view, the keyboard might not get along too well with it. Therefore, what will happen is that in terms of expansion or not, you might be still behind the keyboard, which is not what you want. I'm just hearing either wind or a neighbor moving a lot of things. Let's see. Let's try flat out scroll view. Does it need any sort of special? Not really, to be honest. Should be fine. So instead of a view, scroll view. Yes. Save it. We know. Scroll view child layout. Justify content must be applied throughout the content container style prop. Okay. Let's see. The container, and then the justify content. Right. I see what you mean. Oh, no problem. Now we are going to lose that distribution that we had. That's fine for now. It's a bit glued. But I guess we can live with it. I get, actually, let me see. So, React Native scroll view. How to first expand to the view. There we go. I think I've searched for this. Right. Oh, yep, that's the thing. Flex grow 1. Forgot about it. Let's see if this works. I mean, it should be still doing the same, but let me show you guys visually. If I do background color, I'm expecting the view to be this size. Like this, and then let's say red. It's easy to spot. No, actually, it is. Interesting. I was wrong. Oh, there's margins. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. So if I say, well, it would not make too much sense to expand here, to be honest. Let me try one thing. Oh, I need this one. And now, this is a content container style, just for scroll views. Yeah, it's not doing anything, which is to be expected, to be honest. Okay, No problem. We can work with this. We can work around by doing. Now, I have this. Let me do a view. Copy. Let me call this one style. Styles dot. Let's call this one confirm. Right, say it. This doesn't exist. Doesn't break anything. I guess that's good. Now, what we're going to add here would be, I would say, vertical distance between the top elements. So it'll be, I guess, I don't know, padding, margin top 10. There we go. Now, is that the correct thing I want? Maybe a bit. Looks better. I think 20 is perfectly reasonable. Right, and now if I need to, let's do the test, right? Scoop goes down. And now we still have the button. Nice. We can still see all of the text while still scrolling. Although this scrolling bit, and I've got this. Let's see. Yeah, that's the problem. So let me do, instead of margin, heading. Now, oh, wait, did I lost my ability to scroll? No, not really. But the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Huh. Okay. Maybe that's a way due to expansion. Oh, okay. Well, let's say then I want like 20. And it keeps on growing. Okay. Let's say then 0. 0 will glue it to the bottom. Oh, right. That's my fault. Because the views are really like tight. So this one will really start almost here, but it has still a gap. While this one doesn't have any gap. Because here, margin top. So margin vertical, sorry. 20, there we go. We solved our problem now. Right, so now we can scroll. Stand, which I'll not do right now. I need to do some adjustments. There we go. Can do our text here, which is a bit slow right now. My laptop should be struggling a bit just to keep up with everything, but we can still scroll and confirm all of our data. And then once we are done, right, this, there we go. It's here. The alternative would be, instead of having this at gold here, would be on the navigation, which we can do, to be honest. But it looks a bit better this way, doesn't it? Having like, once you're done, you can just confirm at the bottom. Right. So we have done our successful change. Let's call this one add scroll view. Did I add any sort of code? Oh, I should have checked before. Any sort of codes in line? Nope, not really. Right, perfect. Now that we have a description, we need a category, right? Right. So, category. How to do this? Let me think about it. Close, on this one. So to do category, I can deal with the traditional, you press a button, and as I kind of forgot about it, sort of drawer-like? Not drawer, select box, I believe that's the term. It's been a while since I've done a select box. I think it's a select box. Which note? Surface. No idea what this is. Surface is a basic container that gives a depth to element with elevation shadow. Like a card then. Okay. Not this, not this. Talk about new touchable ripple. Ooh. Like the effect when you touch something. Yep. You can add to your elements. Make them clickable. Obviously you need to then do the actual click part. Menu. No, because we need to actually have the menu scrollable. So there's radio. There's a list. I mean, we can put it as a list as a separate screen. Icon button, help text, app drawer. The dialogue. Okay, we can do a dialogue, I guess. Just show all the categories. And then a user can select which icon to load, basically. I can work with that. We don't need a data table. Chip is... this is quite interesting. But I guess that's not the best way to go now. Actually, a chip could be used to put on the... let me show you guys. If you go home... here. We can just put the chips here, I guess. This item description needs to go. Because if we want to type a description, it will not fit here. Unless we just put like the first X amount of letters. And it still would not look that great, to be honest. And let's see. But one problem at a time. Now, we did check almost everything. There's a card, there's a button, doesn't matter. A banner, which is the not really the name of the navigation component. But it could be. Or is it this part here? Banner displays a prominent message. Oh, no, it's just this message. Okay. But it was the actual navigation part. Oh, this is quite nice. And there's the badge. There's the avatars. And there's the app bar. Okay. This makes much more sense now. Right. I guess the best way to go with this is an actual list. It doesn't need to be necessarily a dialogue, but okay, let's start working on that. Not the list item. Although list item might be good. Yeah. Okay. So let's say that I've button here. Right, button. And with a button. I'm too lazy to type it. And it would be like select the category. Category. There we go. Nice little button here. Now it does need some things, such as it needs an icon, a mode maybe, just because we want to make it a bit prettier. There we go. Although we need to change the color, but we'll do that in a second. What to do? Nope. We need on press. These two things. Right. It does not need to do that. Right, so it's not clickable. Yep. That's a nice little ripple effect. Nice. And let's see. The goal would be, once you press the button, you'll show the category. And you can then enter a lot of, you could just select from the list the category of the actual goal. Right, so things I need. I need to put an icon on this. I'm guessing sort of question mark kind of icon. You could just automatically, need to wait for me. I guess Linter doesn't agree with me. So instead of send, let me go to community. Material community icons. Yep. And now from here, let's say question, and it'll take a minute because the whole website is loading into my browser. Might take a minute. Yep, there we go. And now enter again. I guess this one is all right. Help circle online. I mean, help? Sure. There we go. Although this one is filled. So let's say not online, but help circle. Okay. Can get on board with that. Looks all right. Now to actually do some things. We need to space these things around a bit. So, oh, right. Thought I forgot something. So let me do that in a container form. Right. Now this container form needs what? It needs at least this one, but not flex start. It actually needs start form. And now to put this one here. Yeah, obviously it needs to. There we go. And now it needs to be space between. Space even. Yeah, doesn't leave it evenly. Flex around. Okay. You win. Flex. Okay. Do not break. That's fine. Now what I need to do is I need to do a sort of there's horizontal containers. That will be fine. And now we need to do form field style. I guess that we're going to apply for every single body that we have here on this form, and that will be a vertical margin of, let's say, 10 for starters. All right, it looks all right. Now, instead of putting every single one on a view, I'm just going to put, let's say, like style. Yep. That will be styles dot this one. Save. There we go. And this. And like this. Huh, it does look better, doesn't it? Although 10 might be too aggressive. Maybe 5. This space here is not that great, is it? For now, we'll live with that. That's not very important, to be honest. But we'll just change it in the future. So now, I do need to do the actual clicking, showing things, selecting things, and then selecting here on setting as a state, and then setting that state as the actual new goal. Okay, that's a lot of small steps. Do this properly. Right. Just confirm something. Okay. Just a second. Since I've stopped typing, still processing. Okay. Still seems reasonably okay. Perfect. Let's just say small commit and add form layout. I guess this is a valid commit as it ever would be. Okay. Now, all we need to do, we need to handle this click. So here I need to do something in a line of, that's the tricky part, isn't it? I need to say to the logic, I don't want any logic here. Yeah. Let me try. I want to just say, show. Yeah. Model. You might be better term for it. And where does this live? Well, this is related to views, so I guess we can say it here. Right. Here I'm going to say to the category view component. Well, it's not a component, it's just a view. So let's say view. In the future, it might be an actual component right now. We might extract it as a component. Right, so it should do something. So render stuff. Render. I'm thinking in terms of the old ways. Return. It should return what? It should return, first of all, where is the model? Yep. It should return something like this. Do we need the provider? I think we had this conversation in the last stream. We do need a lot of things. That's fine. Let me take this here. It does have some states to it. It's fine. And a style inline. Okay. We can shave it a bit. This provider needs to be imported. Text could be from React Native Paper. Let's save it. Let's do this and do this. Invalid hook call. Hooks can only be called inside the body of a function component. Okay, fair enough. This is not really a component per se. Actually. Okay. Right. To be honest. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense doing this way. What I need to do is so how have I done this? The login animation, which is here. Perfect. An actual render. Okay. And this friend here. Here's a component. Why not? There's not that much in terms of implementing actually this somewhere, but okay. Let me do the lazy option, which will be taking this, putting somewhere here. Let's say here. And let's say that we are going to take this, cut it, remove it, and actually add it like this. And we need to do a to do here because it's a lot of things that we need to remove. Right, I mean, this little patch here needs to be put in whatever place we need to put it. And now, right, because I forgot that. No, this one is working, which is perfect. What I don't need is the button, which will be triggering the show model. And I can remove this and put the actual button here. Right. There we go. Here's our model. Although, obviously, it's not correct because in the hierarchy, this is like way inside of it. Therefore, what needs to happen is I need to remove it from here and actually put it here. What's going on? Problem? Okay, I see what you mean. Holy. Okay. Nope, that's not what we want. Okay, so it needs to be in solid scroll view. To be honest, we can actually show what we want. And it's fine. It'll be above this. Click on the outside. This area. What? Didn't work correctly. So here. Oh, right, because of the text. And here not use anything like that. This was not my best idea, was it? Yeah. Why don't I create this as a model, as a actual component? Might be just a bit better. Okay, it doesn't take that much of trouble, to be honest. Let's do, so how would that be, right? How would I actually build a component for this? We're just going to say props dot, and then here would be a show category list. Okay. It is. Copy this. Here I'm going to put this one. Right. This is just this. Oops. I was going to say Noid for no apparent reason. Okay. Right. Everything is all right here. Now to move into the components, which we can put here like this. Let's say remove this. Here I'm going to do nothing. And that nothing is going to trigger what? It's going to say show category component. I'm hearing the duct tape moving. Should be falling. Actually, no. Quite good job I did there. Right. Now I need to fill this one with something. That something needs to be this will be this one, so it'll be here. Just to keep things organized. And let's say I know show, and here would be show category components. Yes. Constant. And do something. And then we'll just handle like on return as well on these components again. How we to handle things. And it should be the same way as we did for the goals screen, which is fine. Let's see. Okay. This one should be navigation. Oh, navigate. Excuse me. Let's say goal category. Looks alright to me. Now, this is very theoretical, not practical at all. We need to add a new folder called exactly this. Folder, goal category, component. To create a goal category dot component dot component dot .tsx, and then do the same thing but for the screen. Goal category dot screen dot .tsx. Right, so these two bodies now, I need to fill them up, and I also need to add them to the navigation. We should be good. So this one will be constant. It will be like goal category. Perfect. Components equal to an arrow function that will do stuff. Then export default category component, and a component we add. Now to return what? I'm going to return view, which will be like this. And now we just say render. Here we're going to say the usual spiel. Goal category component. I know. But I got so used to this way. Makes it really easy for me to see it. Well, if everything is compact, which is less code, makes it a bit harder to read it. I know it's a bit weird. But it's fine. So now I can copy this, put it here, and just rename just about everything and say screen, and say screen, and copy this, put it here, and here I'm going to say text, be like text, going to say import things, yes, and now to import from Jackie's paper, hello. Right, so we have our component now, import it here. There we go. And now for the final thing, I just need to import this from app. And to import this from app, I need to add this to the stack, to this one, to the goal stack. So it'll be on this one. Let me copy this and basically mimic and say, add goal component, goal category, copy. Here. Right, and here would be not add goal components, but goal category components. Right. This is the screen. This is the actual component. Yeah. Why are you complaining? There we go. Right, now everything should be in place. I mean, let's hope it works. Here we go. I even copied the same title. So it'll be like select category for the goal. Wait long. There we go. Now, once you go back, it does stuff. Otherwise, go back again to the first one. Looks all right. Okay. Now, we have this. We need to actually put a list. Now, the list could be static. So it doesn't need really to be too dynamic, to be honest. Because categories will not change. We can just set them in stone instead of actually, I mean, the future might say to the user, right, if you want to add your own, you can add it. But right now, let's do a nice little list here. Let me close this and say confirming. Right. Let's call this one add base add cool category component and navigation. Perfect. Now to push. Okay, next step will be now to mobile. Okay, so we have a question here, just to do a little break, I guess. Dovinhas, I believe that's the correct term. Correct me if I'm wrong spelling your name. I'm trying to enter on mobile dev, React Native or Flutter. What do you guys recommend? So this is a valid question. Although, since I'm doing in React Native, I might be biased to React Native. Now, I would say whatever you choose is just fine. Now, both of them have strengths and weaknesses. And Flutter, although it looks quite good, I didn't see yet the adoption that I was hoping that they would have it. Now, if you want to go in terms of probably market adoption, I think React Native, I might be wrong. So people just, correct me somewhere, either on chat or on feature comments. React Native, I believe, still has a bit of a larger market than actual Flutter. I might be wrong on this. But my advice to you is just you try to build a mobile app with one and then try to build a mobile app with the other one and see what you really like. I mean, do a simple to-do list, like kind of like the one I'm doing here, although I'm doing what is called a simple list with extra steps, I guess. But yeah, basically just try it out for yourself, because everyone will have an opinion. And you would just be like, oh, there's this or that, and someone will be like, even with the third option for you. But yeah, my best advice is try it out, see what you like. There's no wrong answers, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of mobile development, because this is the same pace. As long as you understand the concepts and you can implement them, it just, doesn't really matter too much based on React Native or Flutter. Although, personally, right now, I kind of prefer the organization style of React Native to Flutter. I might be wrong. It's been a while. They might have improved a lot of things, and that's just, a personal preference, not actual, it's really better, because it isn't. There's always a flavor for everyone, I guess. Right. End of rant, because otherwise I'll just be here all day. On that eternal war, like, what is better, this or that? There is never a winner in those. So, I was a bit distracted. It was a nice distraction. Now I want to add things to this list. Let me close this one for a minute. And why is there? Right. I remove unnecessary imports. Let's say 8. Remove unnecessary imports. Hope at least I've, just directed you in the right direction, Provinus. Although, I know that you probably wanted a more concrete answer, but as most thing goes, mostly the answer will be, best one will be, it kind of depends. I know it's not the best answer ever, but yeah, my advice to you is just choose one. Just pick, if you need to just close your eyes, just choose one, you just choose it, try it out. If you want, try the other one, just in case, and see what you like. I mean, if you have the option, just try both. There's no harm, it's just, at least knowing, right? Better than someone else telling you, no, this is the best one. And then you try it out years later and it's like, you might not have been like the best one. It does happen. And I might be talking too fast just because of the coffee, I guess. Right, so now what do we want here? We want to make a list. So let's see. What do I need to make a list? To make a list. There we go. No, actually, list. Give me a list. There's list items, there's list accordion. This is not what we want. Not list item, list section. Do we need a section? I don't think so. Do we need a subheader? List item is what we're going to need. Do we need a list? Good question. We can make it as a list, but okay. We can make it as a list. List item. What the hell am I doing? React Native list. We need this one. And doesn't matter. Oh, we might actually need this. This will be our data. Then this will be our item. This will be our flat list. We need this. Yeah, sorry guys. A bit iffy on the nose. Go. No. List here. Flat list. And spaces are not correct. There we go. Save. There we go. Import this. Still probably give me an error. Try to access it. There we go. No problem. Let's say we are going to do static data for now. So big data. Let's say that constant data. Does it need to be like this? No, data. And now I just need like an object, right? And right. It needs to be an object with an ID and a title. So let's say I need an ID. Let's say 1, and let's say title would be, let's say, financial goal, right? Am I doing something wrong? Why is he complaining? Oh, yep, there's some miracles. Right, and icon, right? Because we're going to need an icon. Yeah. Material. With the icons. Now we can do either with this. No, we need icon. I was thinking in terms of using emojis. Those might get a bit trickier. Just to implement. Let's see. Menu. That would be French, I guess. There we go. Ooh. Okay. I think this one is good enough. Let's see how it looks. They need to this. Right. So I need just to put data here. Data is data. There we go. Render item needs to actually render our item. Where is it going to be? Like this? No, actually like this. Here. You are going to put render item list. No, does it matter? Right now, it doesn't. So item? No, we actually want list.item. There we go. And now we can do this. Actually, let me put this one here. Title could be title. Perfect. Move this. Need to import this. Save it. Can we actually access without the key structure? I don't think so. Oh, no, actually it is. Oh, nice. So, we need a description. I don't think so. Let's remove this. And now for the icon, we can do the item dot icon. Right. Needs to be something like this, I guess. There we go. Huh. It does work. Weird, right? Key structure. Okay. How about this? Or actually, one. And you know, the string. Solve it. I've solved the problem. Right. So there's financial. Financial. Finance. Money. Oh, there's a bit of much air going around the house, even with the doors closed. Jesus. Right. Why did my tablet die? Well, power, I guess. Yep. Fine. So now we have a category. Let's do, let's say, second one. Called help. And let's put best icons we can. Like, let's see. Exercise. Art. Dumbbell. Dumbbell. Material. Material. Design. Icons. Exercise. Is this a thing? Okay. Let's see if gym. Actually, yeah. There we go. I was just too dumb to write it correctly. Right, so this one will be here. The icon will be this one. Save it. There we go. Now we have financial, we have health. I know. Let's do a third one for now. People would say lose weight. Yeah, that would be health, I guess. People would say I need to save for a car. That would be financial. I would say like you want to have a promotion or something. Raise. That would be career. Maybe. Career. Third one. This one might be a briefcase. There we go. Outline or no outline? Maybe outline. I need to break the whole line. There we go. Career and I mean financial career are not necessarily the same. Career is not correct. Yep, it's just one R and two E's. Something did smell wrong here. Okay. I mean, to be honest, this is plenty for now. Like changing jobs, having more money, or sorry, just getting like a promotion or something, which is kind of financial to be honest. But it's like it could be like professionally getting like more responsibilities. That's something we want. I guess these ones are quite, or financially, like emotionally. Yeah, let's say what I'm trying to look at is love and families and relationships with other people. Relationships. That would be probably the best term, right? I mean, you just, making more friends or getting, more persons of the opposite or the same sex. So let's say relationships. Maybe with an S. Relationship. Well, everything is singular. So, okay. And now, all right. Let's go with Google. Let's see. Lack of a heart icon. That sounds a bit weird. Not really. Like, heart circle. This die mistype heart. I did. I did mistype heart. There we go. What would be the better one? This one. Actually, this might be a good one. Because it's not just, you know, love. It's also like the actual health itself of the love. It's getting a bit complex and deep. There we go. I think it looks alright. I mean, financial wise, career wise, health wise, relationship wise. I guess those would be good, you know. So education. It might be a career, right? Kind of different, doesn't it? Because career would be getting a job or getting this position. Education might be a different beast. Let's call the education then. I mean, we need to move on. It's been a while. I should have put it like saying to Alex, right, we're going to need this. Do a poll or something. Education. And now let's say, I don't know, books. Maybe this one. Right. Let's see. This one, this one. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, you've been quiet for a while. I mean, I guess everyone is just tired. Everyone just wants some vacations. Or going to the pub. Right, it looks alright on the outside, to be honest. I would just go and end the stream early. Just to going outside, to be honest. This one looks alright. Although it's quite large, it does look alright. So let me go and put this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And it didn't do a thing. That's weird. Where is my change? Break. Oh. Might not exist. Yep, it doesn't seem to exist. That's weird. I mean, we're still on the valid list. Okay. Let's say this one. Let's see. I don't want to copy it with extra characters. We do this. I'm pretty sure I cut the correct thing. There we go. Education. Okay. Now, plenty. Let's not dive too much into it. And now what we need to do is click listeners, right? Now, once the user comes here, so let's go through the whole process again, right? And I'm here. I want to add a new goal. I just, you know, type description, category, select it. And then I select one of the categories. Then just go back automatically once I select one. And basically show that one here as the selected one. Right. So, now that we've done this, we need to actually implement other things, such as click listeners, right? So list item as a click on press. Let's see. My blinders are making a lot of noise. Let's see. No. On press. It does stuff. There we go. What is that stuff? Right now, nothing. There we go. It's clickable now. It has on press. And what we need to do now is actually taking this and returning it. Right, so let me do props dot, nope, it's props, although it doesn't exist yet, it is props. So it's props dot, let's say, on item No, sorry, on category select. Let's say that will be item dot IT, and I need to move this data to the component. Right. So before I do that, let me do one thing first. Save it. Let me first commit this, because yeah, I've done a lot. So let's say add category list. There we go. One less thing to worry about. Let's put this one back. Save it. And now I need props, right? Of type props. And what is this type props? Oh, it's props. Isn't it? Props. Right, so I want an interface called props. Which would be like this. Is it like this or is it big? I never know. Which one is it? Actually, it's not. It's neither. And I need to pass on this function. So this one will need to be this one. Be like, there's an item. No, sorry. There's an ID of type number. And it will pass on to a function of type void. And everything now, it's almost done here. Now, the second thing I need to do is actually implement it here. And the third one will be take the data out to the actual component. So here I need to do the usual, constant. This one I also need to detect indexation. There we go. Handle category select. This will be an ID type number. This will do something. Here we go. This would be handles item category selection, I guess. Okay, and now I need to do the usual connectings. So it's expecting this, and I'll put this one here, and this will do what? It will do on this, then do this, and this will need like a ID of type number. It'll be to handle category select, which needs to receive that ID. There we go. Okay, one last thing to do, and now the second thing will be to actually put data here. Now I need to go back and say data. It will be equal to data. I know, very convenient. So there we go. This will be here. Save it. And data. It will be the first one. So we'll just add as the first one. Props of type any array type what any. Bit better, isn't it? Jesus. What was I thinking? There we go. So let's test this one out. There we go. Still working. Nice. Things are going quite alright, to be honest. I'm kind of suspicious that something might be breaking quite soon. Although I don't want to stretch this stream too much, to be honest. And therefore, I'll just try to finish this as soon as I can, or at least leave it in a state that I can continue next time in May. And let me just see. Now I have the ID, right? Which will be this one. Which kind of reminds me, this needs to be like this. Because otherwise, I might just have some problems. Such as when people try to do calendar things, like using calendar dates and whatnot with calendar libraries that you want like January and you're expecting to start at 0, but no, it starts at 1. Metro and client are out of sync. Really? Okay, let's do this. Oh right, because I changed this. Ooh, and it kinda said, well, this doesn't make any sense. Here we go. Here, going here, and now we have all our categories here. Nice. And let me just do then quick commit. We have the data. We have also the handling of press. So let's do this. Say moving data handling to component. I guess that's nice. It kind of describes exactly what we did. Right, now we have lots of things here. And we are practically done. I mean, this thing doesn't really require anything else. Close it. And now we have our categories here. Now, these might need to go for a more generic kind of thing because I need this outside. I need to get these names. And therefore, yeah. Yeah, because then I'll need to relate this ID with the actual issue. No, not issue, sorry, the actual goal. So, let me then do, I'll just extract it once more into a different one. Doesn't. I guess that will be a good one to put it. Let's call this one goal category data. And instead of data, let's call this one export constant, and it'll be goal category data. Right. Copy it here. Here would be this one. Yep. One last thing to be worried about on this module. So basically, it does not depend at all on whatever it is here. Just provides the data in. Everything's already pre-formatted. So if you want to change in the future, so that the user can add his own categories or change these categories, it's already done, I guess. I mean, at least it's shorter. Now, we obviously need to move this from here to another place. Probably even considering... Now, we can do it to sync storage. Either that, or you can just move it to SQLite, which might be a good alternative, to be honest. Because we're starting to get a bit more complex in terms of data. But for now, it's perfectly reasonable to use a sync storage. Right, so now I've pressed it. I want to say, right, I want to say navigation dot. I know why you're giving me an error. Just don't need to be so stingy about it. There we go. So I need this. Actually, I need this one. Because I need navigation. And actually, I needed root before. Now I don't need it. I'll just save this week for later. Just remove that. There we go. Now I have navigation capabilities. Navigate. So where do we want to navigate to? To the add goal screen. So it will be add goal, I believe. Let me just confirm really quickly. Add goal. There we go. So now, there's the navigation, and now, so we obviously need to have results. Let's say results. And say, right, inside of result, I want like to have an ID of, actually ID. Right. Cannot find end results. Okay. You may not like it. And like this. So if ID does exist, basically do things. Otherwise, we'll not do anything. And we just need to verify once every time the screen is focused on. Therefore, it does not to be like a synchronization every time it renders. No, actually, it's every time it. No. Every time it renders would be on the same screen. It just needs to be every time the screen is focused. So once it loses focus, you don't need really to go there and see it. Right. Other things on my mind. This part is done. I think we've done just a module. Let me just put data here and handling here and say 8 and add go and book category data constant go to previous screen component. Bit long, but it does explain two things, to be honest. Should have just been one. Right. So now if I just do this, this goes back. Obviously, it doesn't have anything right now, but it is working. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now we can close category constants and say like this, right? We need to use focus effect, use callback. And why didn't I comment this? Green focus. Or false one green focus. Yep, better comment. Factor comment or add comment. Right, so I do this part here. Let me grab this, and now on add goal, let me go to component. Yep, and now let's say on closer to top. Use focus effects. Yes. Yes. I was going to say console.log. I'm so used to do that. It's like, yeah, let's do a debug. Right. Now we want to retrieve this data here. So we need to go to navigation. No. We need to go. Oh, actually, this. So remove unnecessary import arguments. Right. Now, let me see. React navigation arguments. Is it arguments? Parameters. That's the word. There's a detail that's going back. There's navigation.push. That's new. Is it push? No, between screens. I don't need really to go to roots. No, no. Actually, it's this one. Actually, it's that one. Yeah. There's the home screen. There's arguments. Navigation not push. Why navigation not push? Never saw this one. Let's see what this is. Doesn't say previous screen. No, actually, this is what we wanted, right? Want to go to create post screen, right? On press, navigation.navigate. Ah, this is new. I could have sworn this didn't exist. Like, this is version 5. There's this one is not released at all. This is new. Huh. Let's see if the old way works. If it doesn't, we'll just try this one. Okay. So I'll assume that everything is alright still now. Let me go to the previous screen and do use effect, obviously. And if there's a something, do something, right? So this will be here. Right, so let me do a quick function. Let me just do this pseudo last thing that we need. And say here, let's say constant handle on coming back category. Right. Handle when user turns to this screen from category. And now I just place this one here, and this one will complain in a minute. Now it needs to be here, otherwise it'll just run all the time. Let me do one thing here. And now root. Yeah, the root needs to be well here. There you go. And now it'll be ID if this exists, right? This exists. Then we need to also have a state. That state needs to be here. So let's call this one. Let's call this our category ID. And let's say set category ID. It's not Boolean, it's a number. And obviously it cannot be false. -1 might be a good number. You might start at 1. Oh, at 0, sorry. If it exists, basically what it does is, here, and well, and no one ever complained about anything. Nice. Let's see if this exists. Let's say that this exists then. Category list. Right. Selected category. Okay. Let's put this one in. And let's save and say, right, I want this one here. I want to close this one, and I want to say, right, I want to change this button from actually saying category to actually showing what was selected. So to do that, we can do a conditional rendering. So this one just collapses. No, actually, this one collapses. This one here, it needs to be selected category. Which should be a number. And now I have it through props. So on the button, which will be this one, right? We need to do a conditional rendering. I know it's complaining. That's fine. Let's do this. Let's do if this exists. No, sorry, it's different from -1. Then show. Actually, let me just do this first. It will not matter, right? Oh, obviously it needs to be props. Props dot integrity. I can type correctly. Props. There we go. Now save it. Will not show any different. And now what I need to do is I just need to come in and say, right, I actually want our data from constants will be this friend on the ID position. So last step. There is -1, but this one, otherwise. Go to this one on this position. Force it. And will be on props dot selected category. Right, dot. Like, kind of was like, this is weird. Should have worked. Oh, undefined is not an object. Let's see, why is that? Do you need to refresh or is it actually a bug? Those two are different things. Oh, actually it's crashing. Did it crash? Idea. Let me... Huh. Weird thing. Let me just confirm that the audio is okay. There we go. Still okay. Just a second. And I mean, to be honest, it's 7. We've done plenty for one stream. So let me just finish this part and we call it a day. All right, so now we still have our scroll view. Fine. Button. Crashing. Okay, so it is really a crash because so this props. Right. Selected category. Might not be. Actually, right. No, it should be fine. This is a number. Could be -1. Undefined is not an object. Right. Right. Oh, go category data. Okay. Why is it saying undefined is not an object? Is exporting this, which is an array of all of this data. I mean, this is correct, I guess. Here's the array. Here's the element. And here is the property that I want to extract from it. String. Right? Right. But something between the lines not correct. Right. Okay, no problem. Let me do this then. Let me do as this constant goals list equals to goal category data. Right. Now here, I know this is an array list. Right. Right. Objects. Okay, so this one is here. I mean, I know this might not work. But let's see. Yep. Huh, interesting. What is the one that does not exist? Undefined is not an object. Okay. Really weird. It did work before. I mean, I could try to do that. Let me remove this. There we go. I just jinxed it. I said, no, I had no problems today. Should be fine. There we go. Just jinx the whole project. Let's do one. There we go. Right. So the list is showing. But if I try to get the list here, apparently it does not work. Oh, maybe. Maybe I just need to actually do it a different way. So, list of array of, let's say any for now. Right. Copy this. Say I want the list here. Like props, dot figure list. That will be the icon here. This one. Put it like this. And not save it yet. Oh, actually, here it's safe. Apparently it isn't. Okay, and now here I need to do integrity list. This one would be actually the actual data. So let me close this. Let me say, right, I want on the goals category component. I want to do this. Here, here, here. To import this. Undefined is not. Okay. Which one is the one that's causing problems? Interesting. Interesting. That's not the conundrum that I wanted right now. Okay. Let's go by one. Actually, why don't I do a console log? I actually can do console logs. Why would I not think I cannot do a console log? Let's do before we render. Right? I mean, it might be a bit weird, but sure. Big object list, and that would be like JSON. I'll just stringify this one. And now let's just say this and this will be icon. This and it will be oops. That will be this one. Right. Now here. There we go. We can get the list. List is defined. That's weird. So let's say that I can just test it out as not actually this list, but the selected category. So it should be props, not this. There you go, -1. Okay. Now, obviously, if this one is -1, do this. Otherwise, do this. Oh, and obviously, I did a mistake, didn't I? I did a really stupid mistake. There we go. There we go. There we go. Jesus. Just such a simple, stupid mistake. Oh god. Okay. That's fine. And now, instead of the actual category, I also need to do something like this as well. I need to do here, like this. If this does exist, -1, then do this. Otherwise, actually go on and get this dot icon, b dot title. Isn't it title? Constants. Title. Yeah, this title. Why is this so confused with life? There we go. There you go. Career. Relationship. Education. Ooh, took a while. We managed to get that. Perfect. Now we can say changes and say add. What shall we call this? Add replace show selected category. Right. This way, you can also have the category here, and there's the description. Although description, let's not do this today. Let's do another day. But description has a problem, which is there's a paragraph. It'll just be a string at the end of the day. So I might need to see how to actually save and store every break line. I think there's a flag to put into it that will just do that. But still it needs to be investigated. And then we need to refactor the whole goal to actually accommodate the new things, such as the category and the description. And then once it goes back, basically it will show here on these little friends. Now we can do one thing right now before we end up today, which is going to the goals. There we go. And instead of having a description, get rid of that. There we go. A bit better. Yeah, in the future, it will be just saving that extra data, putting here the icon instead of the other ones. And yeah, I mean, once you select it, maybe you can put something like you just can select it and actually see the goal. Maybe milestone, I have no idea. We'll think about that in the future. But right now, it's starting finally to shape up just as a real app. Not just a simple list, I guess. Now I can just put here, put a goal. Obviously, we'll not put anything else, so let's not do this. But yeah. So, to recap, how are we doing in terms of features? Right now, we just needed to, well, as I said, just add these new features to the goal itself. Replace the old goals with the new ones, which will have actually icons here. Then we need to work into actually manage those goals, like edits, the state of completion, and probably also look into creating a profile, because we need to store this data somewhere. And by default, Google does have some sort of storage to Google Drive, although I do need to investigate that. Or we could just do a simple API, simple service with Node that basically just stores data basically every single time and does not do any sort of complex queries or whatnot. But yeah, there's plenty of possibilities. But right now, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just going to put really quickly now I can find it. There we go. The actual banner again. Do not forget to like and subscribe to these videos if you like it. It does help the channel a lot. Do not forget, if you want to help the community, to subscribe to our Patreon. it does help a lot, especially with organizing things. Now that we are on COVID times, I know it's a bad word. We are not organizing a lot of things, but as you might recall or not know, in the past we did organize a lot of events. Those cost money. Servers do cost money, and if you can help us better, if not, I mean, we do appreciate the intent to do that, and it's fine as well. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Now, Alex, you can turn it off.